All right, guys, welcome back.
Why Manny can't legally enter the state of Indiana.
Oh yeah.
That was a tale for the ages. Thanks
Yeah.
for telling us the story, Manny.
Oh,
we
dude,
can't,
no
we
worries.
can't repeat it on camera unless Manny will charges.
I mean, if we didn't
charges
record,
aren't officially dropped
I'm
yet.
pretty sure we recorded
no.
that.
Let's-
but if we
let's-
didn't, oh man,
Tommy,
I'm sorry.
just put something in.
Just
Yeah.
put something in. Oh, damn.
I'm
We're
sorry.
recording. Not in the mic. It's like the one thing people hate
Look.
to hear is burping and lip smacking.
Look, Mark
Um,
was a part of my team. He joined me in this.
oh God.
We're
No.
losing viewers by the minute. Thank you.
I mean, I was going somewhere
Everyone
last
shut off
episode.
the video and started watching Markiplier again.
Markiplier out here like, guys,
Hey,
I need your help.
I'm handsome. Look at me. I'm gonna cry.
No. Nowadays it's more like, I know we haven't been seen eye to eye,
Oh my
but
God.
I would really appreciate if I had your help.
That small bag doesn't have all her ashes. Watch, it's like all tree and zero mother.
No. It's all magic. So all the ashes went in there by themselves.
Kratos can't do math. He hasn't killed a god in this game yet.
It's not magic, John. It's her
It's
magic.
cocaine.
Yo, what if you mix it? You know, someone out there has probably mixed their ashes with cocaine.
Oh, dude,
I
100%.
thought it was a magic. And
There's enough
cocaine.
fucking crazy
I was
ass
like,
psychopaths.
I
out
do
there for
know
that.
that some people mix their ashes in weed and give it to their homies to blunt up.
Isn't that?
Yeah.
remember
Getting high on
what's
my
the whole
homie.
Tupac thing.
That was how high
Two-pack?
one.
Yeah, that's what Mark said. That was how high. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah.
How high? Too high.
Don't forget to watch How High 2
A classic.
on Netflix.
How about Friday?
Not sponsored by Netflix.
My Friday boys.
Okay, so what are the chances of people rioting tomorrow?
Oh man, I hope. No, it won't be tomorrow. It'll be when the parade
Ooh.
happens.
No, I know,
forgot.
but you know people are still gonna fucking go nuts.
I remember the last time we were in the city in college.
So
the
fun fact,
Giants
we're-
won
we're-
the Super Bowl.
Yeah, fun fact, we're
No,
talking about the
World Series.
the Super Bowl. Date this video even more.
Kansas City Chiefs versus the San Francisco
Niners.
49ers. Red and gold, baby.
Yeah. Too slow. Try it again. Anyway, so yeah,
watch
so
me torment my
so-
12-year-old child.
yeah. So for those of you guys that don't know, San Francisco, the time the Giants won both times in succession, had riots in the city.
It's wonderful.
For whatever reason.
The stage is like a Mad Max wasteland. I love it. I've been a Niners fan since I was like 8.
God, you know what's great about this game?
The beard hair.
Not just that, but like whenever there's a cutscene, it doesn't stop for you to just press X. It just keeps going, and it's so seamless, beautiful. Love
Oh,
this game.
I know
I like
that.
how this whole game is
me
seamless.
and Seuss both know this part, and Seuss has some little
Oh,
trivia for this
Oh.
little scene.
oh,
What's
so
the
guys, the fun fact about the score that's playing right now, and the score that's gonna be playing through most of this this fight, it has a similar time key and beat count as Madagascar's Escape to Africa soundtrack.
The main theme.
Specifically, the main theme. What was it called?
I don't know. I think it's called. I don't
Escape Africa or some shit like that.
know. Something weird with Will I Am. I don't
No,
know.
that's the song that he made. The
Will I Am's in that song though.
yeah, but the original actual theme for most of Alex, like the beginning of so the first 10 minutes of the movie have this theme,
The character design.
and it fits so well with this whole
we'll
fight.
link the video. We'll link the video.
Yeah, we'll link the video. I have it up somewhere.
I was about to say that.
It's called
God.
God of War: Escape to Africa.
Wait, that's still up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still
I
up.
gotta
It
check
has.
Look at
this
this
out.
character design though. This looks amazing.
It really does.
I follow the artist on Instagram. His work is so good. If you ever see the fan made like really high quality Nintendo characters or like the Dragon Ball Z characters, like he's the guy that's been doing them, or like the Marvel characters.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, he's been doing a lot of them.
Well, this just speaks to the genius of, hey, I want to make a complex character design without making it too crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like his hair, braids, and everything is fine, but what makes it really complex is all the tattooing that he has on him.
Yes.
Which
And-
which technically each part of it, if I'm not mistaken, has a story for him. Right?
Yes, like especially that if you know runes, that big one on his back. Yes, I know a little bit of the Elder Futhrark. I said that completely wrong. Futhrark alphabet. It says cursed on his back in red.
Fun fact: God of War: Escape to Africa has 42 views right now.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's I think most of them are me. Not gonna lie, I like that video.
It's just really
There's no
funny.
likes, but now it does.
Yeah,
That's
it-
why.
I thought I liked that video.
Why I like it.
Oh, well, I liked it. Oh, my bad.
Oh, it's fine. It's just really funny because I remember at the time you got really upset.
And I
No,
got-
I was like, no, because
I got really happy
Oh,
during
this-
that time.
but to be real, to be fair, this boss fight is really good.
It really is.
Because like all the gods we've seen so far, but these really big, muscular meatheads, or like
Well, yeah, most
even
of
Hermes was really buff
most-
in the old God of
yeah,
War
most
game.
of the Vanir and Aesir are like just basically regular sized fellas.
I love the contrast.
Yeah, they're
between
big and
everything.
strong, but most of them are just yeah.
In fact, I think this is actually one of my favorite boss fights, just simply for that fact. When it comes to me, and I'll discuss a little bit more about, I guess, my preference when it comes to just design overall, especially when it comes to monsters, is I don't really care for the bigger is badder, bigger is scarier kind of.
Well,
idea.
if it's part of a big set piece, I feel like it's called for.
Sometimes
Oh,
Which
sometimes
this
it
game
can be.
does have a lot of
Yeah.
set piece fights.
Oh, I agree.
Which oh man,
I think okay. For
God of War
example,
be
when it
damned.
comes to the boss fight earlier, I think it is called for. That creature should be.
well the thing
bigger
is that
and
creature
badder.
doesn't have a set piece, and it's
Yeah.
not just necessarily bigger and badder.
Yeah.
It's just to show you like, hey,
Yeah.
this
Well,
is the scope of
well, yeah,
what we're
I was gonna
going
say,
for.
There's a scope for it, and I think it's called for. However, if you're doing it for the sake of just doing it and making it just bigger and scarier for like no reason, let's add a couple horns here and there, and we got ourselves a scary, powerful villain or monster. I just don't. I find it more ridiculous, and I can't take it seriously.
I
and
felt.
I-
Well, again, it depends on
Yeah.
the aesthetic of the game. So, like,
Oh, yeah, I
let's take a
agree.
game like Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
A lot of the boss design is that. It's just
Yeah.
tentacles and stuff like
Oh, no,
that.
you know
but
what?
it fits the gothic
Or
aesthetic
when,
of the
or
game.
Blood-
Now
Bloodborne.
yeah, I was gonna say, now they bring up Bloodborne does it perfectly. There's times where a boss will just be a regular person, and they know how to do it properly. But
Jesus.
when it comes to the bigger and kind of
I've been
crazier
traveling,
design
been traveling forever.
creatures,
Now that I find home,
The
They-
fighting
it's
is
like
so
I'm in
oh,
heaven,
savage.
heaven.
they fit within the story. Like the design makes sense.
Well, again, that's just speaking more to the actual design team rather than
Yeah.
just.
but
the-
you know what I mean, right?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
there's
no.
times
The
The
art
art
direction.
director.
yeah.
God of War has come a long way with art direction. Like honestly,
Oh, yeah.
I did. Looking back on it, I'm not a fond of what they did with Ares in God of War 1. They gave him like these big spider, like crab arms on his back that he fought with. I was like, oh wait, quit. Your phone. They're gonna call us.
Oh shit!
We had a little bit of emergency. Well,
Yeah.
with food. But yeah, like the character design in this game is really good.
I 100% agree with that.
But yeah, like I really like how they do the gods in this. Like after like God of War 2 and all, like they've had so much time to like work on their like refine their craft, and they've really come to like a really good spot with it.
Yeah.
Right,
I
can't
think-
wait to see what they do with the.
I feel like this game's really diverse too. For example, you get to Modi and what's his
Oh
name?
yeah, well, we'll
Yeah.
see them. We will see them eventually.
We'll get to that, but you don't just get purely skinny characters or tall characters or anything like that. Overly muscly characters, you know.
So fun
They're-
fact, Tom, you can blur that out or what? I don't care. But this little rock in the background was like the end of the game, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
I
not. gonna-
didn't
I'm-
notice that.
Yeah, if you really pay attention, the end of the game is being teased on the back of this as a mural.
Oh. There's a lot attention to detail in this game, and honestly, this is one of the first games. Just a little known fact about me is that I'll buy a game and I won't complete it for like a long time. God of War, while it did take me a while, was actually one of those games that I just kind of didn't take too long to beat, and it's for a reason. Everything in this game is pretty freaking great. From just the small attention to detail when it comes to the art design, to the story, to the gameplay. It was all really tightly woven. And while I won't say it's a perfect game, it's actually one of the ones I enjoyed heavily. So much so that I returned my, or not returned, but sold my PS4, got the God of War PS4 Pro, and well, I also sold my copy of God of War, but it came with God of War.
PS4.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I feel it.
But I really, really enjoyed the game.
Oh!
It left a really good impression on me. And here we are again. And I love to watch this fight.
Look at that. Yeah, like when I was talking about the storytelling you were saying, it's really nice. Like this rock right here, unless you pay attention, which like during the first boss fight you're not going to pay attention to it because like, you're more focused like, oh man, I have a power up now. But yeah, like you're not going to see that mural
But
ever again.
it's there, and especially if and this game is worth playing more than once, especially if we're playing New Game Plus. You know, you're gonna wind up playing this again, and you might. I mean, I ended up playing this game a second time, and
Me
I
too.
still didn't notice until now.
Well, I didn't actually notice until until I actually saw it online of Easter eggs.
Yeah.
There's another Easter egg that I haven't done yet, but it's has to do with like the final dungeon.
Yeah. You know which fight I really enjoyed?
Yeah.
And I never got around to playing
Oh,
more
I know
of
what
it.
you're talking about.
Is
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Are the Valkyries or?
Yeah, the Valkyries.
I love the Valkyrie fights. They're really good, challenging. They don't hold your hand, but they have a certain rhythm behind them.
They do. But
And
the cool
it's
thing
great.
is there's like, what, 8, 9 Valkyries?
Yeah,
And each
I
have
only
different
fought
patterns.
one. I only fought one. I need to fight the others. I need to get around to playing this game again, but
If we can do it for stream, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, if I finish the game,
Oh,
I got the
I'd love
waypoints, I can
that.
just go to the Valkyries.
yeah. As someone who recently just kind of got into Bloodborne and finished it, and started to try to get into Dark Souls, I started the first game. I'm stuck on one of the bosses, as Dark Souls does to you. I think I finally started understanding why people compared certain things, certain aspects of God of War to Dark Souls. I think there's, if you're not going with the NES hard or, you know, the constant things that everyone says that's kind of cliche. I think Dark Souls has a really good system where their boss fights, while yes, they're hard for a reason. They don't just, you know, make things hard just for the sake of making things hard.
Yeah.
You pay enough attention and you put enough work, you'll finally start understanding how the game works and, you know, how certain bosses work. And same goes for the Valkyries. You don't get it right away.
I was actually going to say while you were going on your little monologue there,
Yeah.
that did not make fun of it.
Oh, no.
It was funny because more lore stuff got dropped in the game.
Oh, yeah?
Because if you, I won't, as you see, they call him the Stranger.
Yeah.
And even though I'm familiar with Norse mythology, I didn't know who this god was. I'm like, which god is this? They reveal it like not too long into the game, but I was really surprised on how I didn't catch on to it.
I do like that this game drops little small details ahead of time, but you don't right away catch on to what characters are. So even if you're familiar with Norse mythology, you'll still be kind of wondering, who is this person? Because when you find out, I don't think it's too far-fetched,
No.
right?
No, it makes perfect sense. Like,
Exactly.
wow. I felt dumb, actually.
Yeah. I think it's cool that it kind of challenges your knowledge on
Yeah.
said mythology. Because I figured out who Freya was, but only because someone was talking about Freya when I was. Fun fact: I used to work at GameStop. Someone was talking about Freya, and I just kind of put two and two together. But other than that, I don't think I would have gotten who Freya was immediately if it wasn't for people lightly spoiling it. I'm not.
Dude.
I won't. I
It's
won't
2 years
say-
old.
I-
It's okay.
I won't fall and spoil it. I won't say who Freya is. I'm just saying put 2 and 2 together. And if you put 2 and 2 together, I guess you could blame me.
Oh man.
There could be the mom. It could be Kratos'.
Stop talking about
It could be Kratos' daughter.
Man, he stopped
It could be
about
Kratos' grandma. Yeah, I don't know.
Man, we already know. We already told who Kratos' grandmother was.
Wait, did you guys?
Yes, we did. It's
Oh,
Gaia.
I wasn't there for that. Well, I apologize. I don't know, Tommy, if you want to edit this and just edit out.
Well, Tommy would.
This whole
if
thing.
he so chooses.
Yeah, if the god Tommy himself from the heavens comes down and says, "Manny, you dumb fuck," and you know,
Get him, Kratos. Get him. Beat him up.
yeah, murder this man.
See, he does that Greco-Roman wrestling.
Oh, you mean wrestling for real?
Pancration.
No breathing.
Oh,
This is
look
my
at all that
last
blood.
resort. Do you
He's
think?
going for the eyes.
Do you think there's a anime music video
It
of
may even be of this.
yeah, an
No,
AMV
I
of
don't.
this, and
I
it's
do
and
not
it's
think it is.
Papa Roach's Last Resort.
No, I don't.
I-
If this game came out 15 years earlier, I would bet yes, but I do.
John,
not
I have a
think so.
feeling there's at least one person that's thought of it. I guarantee.
There's so
you.
many people in this world. You can say that about anything. And you'd be right.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I'm also right. Is that a horseshoe?
Actually, horseshoes were not invented at this time.
Look at him go. He's a bloody man.
Who are you?
I do not know Kratos. Jeez, he is still talking about how his son's not ready.
My son is weak.
You are not ready.
Poor man. He's an old man. He's killed an entire pantheon.
How old is he at this point?
Couple 100 years old, honestly.
Jeez.
Because Kratos is around during like, honestly, he's around since the mythical age of Greece, which predates like a lot of stuff. He was oh man.
Cause how long does the first 3
It's ambiguous because, like, at the end of God of War, it says that Kratos watches over every single war that ever happened.
yeah.
But in God of War 2, they kind of, like, axed that because they didn't think they would get a sequel. And he was able to come back.
So they basically just kind of retconned it.
He retconned the ending of the first one, like,
Okay.
the epilogue. So, like, Kratos watches over all wars. Like, it ended with, like, him with Black Hawk helicopters. He's just watching. He's like, I was like, what? That was kind of interesting. But
Then they were like, oh shit, this game was successful. We had to make a sequel.
yeah,
What do we do?
basically. And so like the second one happens, and the third one happens exactly after the second one.
I mean, it's just so odd when you compare this game to the first one. And I'm not gonna be one of those people who are like, yeah, God of War has matured.
It has.
I mean, it has. It clearly has. But people act as if like,
They say it's a bad thing.
yeah, they're like, huh, you like the previous God of War, so I like this one.
Oh yeah, like on both sides, like God of War changed. It's trying to make me feel like Kratos isn't a dad.
Oh,
He's a
there's depth to
murderer.
combat.
I want to fuck.
Basically, I want to fucking fight. Bring me Aphrodite. It's like, okay.
I mean,
It's like, cool.
I
you can
get
have
it
that-
if
you
you're
can have that
into that.
opinion.
I get it if you're into that, but it's just, I don't know.
There's more to the game than that. Like,
Yeah.
If you look at it,
I
if you look at it at a base level, yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
I
there's
think,
so much more in this.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like best of both worlds thing. You if you want to play the old stuff, cool.
Just play the old
Just
stuff.
play the old stuff.
They
You
all
wanna
they
play
stand
new
well
stuff?
together, honestly.
Yeah.
Let's see. I like the little gate they have at their house. Little gate there.
Oh shoot! I promised to finish off my guard story.
Oh man, if you want to, it's been so long.
I mean,
I
how
mean,
much?
I
I
might
need
as
like
well.
30 more minutes of exposition.
I
dude.
might as well make this.
Just
the
make it.
sequel.
Just
Just
give us- Just give us a
exposition, no-
TLDR version. What
Okay.
happened? Just TLDR.
Okay, so security guard sucks. He doesn't kick out people. I've been kicking out people all day. He sticks to his phone all fucking time. It's annoying. I got pissed. I even talked to one of my managers there, and I was like, "Bro, this dude's pissing me off." And then this dude, he asked to go on break, and I'm like, "Fuck you, you don't fucking deserve break, but whatever. I'm give you a break." So he goes to the break room. He loses his phone there to charge. This dude is being all suspicious, so I start following him. It turns out he ends up going to the back room, breaking into our back room. And at first, I thought the alarm was just to throw me off so he could go steal shit. So I look around a bit more. Then I'm like, nah, he definitely went back there. So I try to go back there, and as soon as I try to go back there, he's coming back. I check all 3 of his bags he has. Turns out he just stole Chex Mix. And then I'm helping out someone. The security guard comes in and is like, I left the phone in the back. And he's just standing there continuously telling me. And I'm like, and I tell him, oh, good. Like, I was just like, why are you still bothering me about it? I'm helping someone out. And he's like, yeah, I left my phone back there. I'm like, okay. Okay, great. And he's still standing there. I'm like, oh my god, what does this motherfucker want?
Let me guess. His
And
phone got stolen.
His phone got stolen. And it turns out that guy that snuck back stole it. And then he was passive aggressively blaming me for it. And I'm like, look, bro, I don't know what the fuck I can do for you. I called the cops. They told me to just fill up a report and send it to them.
Boy,
And
cool.
it's a PDF that was on their website. So I'm like, no, I ain't doing this shit. And I was like, look, if you want to call the cops, go ahead. You could use your phone. We're technically still paying you. I'm being nice by that. And then he ends up leaving early because he's pissed off. And he's like, oh, how did he get back there?
Wasn't he back there?
He was back there, but apparently as soon as he left, it was around the time that dude stole the phone. I don't know how it happened. I don't know. My point is, he was passive-aggressively blaming me, because he's always passive-aggressive about shit. But today I'm just like, fuck you. It's not my fault. I'm not a security guard like you. So I'm not, and technically I'm not even supposed to do this. Secondly, fuck you. You've been on your phone this whole fucking time. And now now you got your phone stolen. And I mean, don't get me wrong, as a person to person, I feel bad. When it comes to work, though, I laugh. Because all you've been doing is staying on your phone, not actually working, kicking out people like you're supposed to. And now, someone stole your phone.
Okay.
So it is hilarious.
Okay.
It just pissed me off that he was again passive aggressively blaming me because I'm like, it's not my job, and even then I checked his bags and all I found was a fucking Chex Mix. I'm not gonna check every crevice to see if he stole your fucking phone, which I didn't even know happened.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
I never asked you.
What?
Well, that's something. Sorry.
Oh no, I just find it funny.
I forgot to ask you. What's your experience with God of War, Mark? I don't know.
Let me see. I played everything but the third game. I've
Really?
seen most of the third game.
The third
played-
the third game seems like the conclusion.
like,
the
So
triumphant
with
fanfare.
the reason why I say I didn't play the third game is because I only did the last boss fight.
You only fought Zeus at the end.
Yes.
It's like how I got introduced into Kingdom Hearts.
But I
fought
played
Maleficent.
I played 1, 2, I believe Ghost of Sparta or the other PSP game.
Ghost of Sparta is the one where you fight Persephone, and then
Yes.
the other one is where you fight you fight the Thanatos, the death, and you fight with your brother.
I think I played both then.
Oh man, I want to play Chains of Olympus is with Persephone, and Ghost of Sparta is with your brother. I didn't finish Ghost of Sparta.
Yeah. I played both of those. And this game, I've only watched the cutscenes because basically I got bored with the gameplay.
Did you guys play Ascension? The
Ascension.
prequel to everything. It looked pretty. It was okay. It looked pretty. It was a good preview artistically for this one, but as far as like gameplay was, I didn't really enjoy it that much.
Wait, was it
But,
on the PS3?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it was mainly for they made it for multiplayer.
Really?
Hmm.
Actually, give me 1 second.